Hey guys, so I'm coming at you from the future. I am actually day 4 in my healing phase of microblading, and this video is going to explain the entire process. I brought the camera along, it'll show you the entire process. So I went to Desiree from Desired Beauty. She works out of Amici Salon in Wallingford, Connecticut, and she explains a lot of common questions and concerns that people have when getting microbladed. So you'll see obviously the whole process, and then I put kind of like a voiceover of us just talking and me asking her questions, so she explains everything perfectly. I am so happy with them already, and it's important to note they're a lot darker right now than they're going to be when they're fully healed. So the healing process, I guess we'll call it, you go through like different stages. So I'm currently like in the middle of the darkening stage. Day 2 to 5 I think is like the darkest that they'll be, and then they start to get lighter and they'll appear like washed out. I'm just gonna put like a little graphic here that Desiree made because it explains it perfectly. So there's different stages of healing, and I'm going to show you guys in part 2 obviously our touch-up perfecting session, because I go back in 6 weeks for a touch-up. But I will show you how they've been healing over the past few days and leading up to the touch-up appointment, just so you can see the full process. But this video just kind of explains it and shows you the first process of getting microbladed. So I hope you enjoy it, and let's get to the footage. Alright, hey guys, so I'm here with Desiree at Desired Brows, and she works out of Amici Salon in Wallingford, Connecticut. So she obviously just did my brows. We're filming this after. I'm obsessed. But I just wanted to introduce you, and she's gonna pretty much walk you through the whole process of what microblading is and what you can expect from it, because I got so many questions. So I'm gonna input some footage here of her doing my brows and walking you guys through everything.
Awesome. I can't wait.
Alright, so I guess just like for people who don't know what microblading is, how would you walk them through like the process of it, I guess?
Yeah. So the process is where we start by getting what you want about your brow. So what do you want out of it? Do you want a thick brow, a thin brow, an arch, no arch? We kind of go over your shape, the color that you want, and then we begin by measuring your bone structure and where your eyes are placed on your face and the distance from your eyebrow to your forehead. All of those play a role in the shape. And then after that, we'll begin by drawing the shape, and then once you approve that, we'll do the numbing process for about 20 minutes. After that, we will then go in and do color theory. So I'll match color to your face and all of that, and your skin color and your hair. And then we will begin the blading process, which again is like 20 minutes. It's pretty much the shortest part of the process. And then you're good. And then we'll do the aftercare.
Okay, so what like most intrigued me about it was how it's so individual to each person, which I really like.
Yeah.
Like, I think a lot of people, when they see like microblading on social media or like first hear about it, they think it's like you're just penciling in their eyebrows and making it, you know, but you can really make it to...
It's really customizable to each client, because you don't want everybody walking around the same brow.
Yeah.
You know, not everybody's forehead shape is the same, not everybody's facial structure is the same. Like, all of that plays a role. So it's like sometimes artists do the same technique on everybody, but I kind of tend to make it different, because some people may not want an arch. They like really squared fronts, or they like rounded fronts. Like, everybody really wants something different. So it's about training yourself to do different techniques and different methods, because you can really make it what the client wants instead of what I'm trained to do.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah,
so.
Absolutely. And then a lot of people were asking me about the pain of it. So
yeah,
let's
that's
talk
the number
about
one
that.
question. Definitely the number one question. So I will pre-numb everybody unless asked otherwise. I do have clients and other people who may not need the pre-numbing, but I pre-numb everybody. The place I get it from is a place in Canada. It's called BioSense. I believe I could share my product because I want everybody to know what they're using, but actually it's a benzocaine, tetracaine, and lidocaine. When I order it, it's ordered through a pharmacist. They call me with the compound mixture, and then they will send it to me. So It's actually considered a prescription. It's prescription numbing. It relieves about 60, I would say anywhere from 40 to 60%, depending on the client's pain or numbing tolerance. Like, do they numb up, do they not? Some people really have a hard time getting numb. So yeah, so I definitely pre-numb for at least 20 minutes, and then after we make that first pass, I have a second numbing, and that numbing really takes away a lot of the discomfort. That's meant for open skin, so that's why we have to wait till the second time.
Gotcha. Cool. And then how long does it last? So like a lot of people are like, is this like a tattoo? Like does it last forever? Or?
Yeah, so like we said before, so it's considered semi-permanent. However, it's pretty permanent for quite some time. Like I told you, I don't like to give a specific number. Like if you were to never do it again, it would probably take 5+ years to exfoliate out of the skin. However, it's not going to look good for 5 years. So yeah, it lasts that long, but it's not going to look good that long. Really, you should get annual touch-ups. What annual is to you, like yes, that means once a year, but maybe your annual is 18 months or your annual is 6 months. Like somebody who really doesn't have a lot of brow hair naturally, you're going to see that fading so much quicker. They're going to need a touch-up quicker because they're not going to look as good. Where you had a significant amount of hair, those strokes can kind of hide behind and blend nicely. You might even get away with an 18-month touch-up. But I usually recommend yearly to keep them on point. Color's still good. Once the color reaches the top layer of the skin, it really starts to oxidize and the color changes. So we kind of want to prevent that. A lot of people are really scared. So I mean, my best advice would to be, don't be scared. Like research your artist, whether it's me, whether it's somebody else, Joe down the street, like just research, like ask them questions. Don't be afraid to ask what products they use, what tools they use, like anything. Like your artist should be happy to share that with you. They should be proud of that, not you know,
trying to hide it.
Yeah. But so some artists, maybe they're protective of what they use. They don't want you to know. I'm personally not that way. I want everybody to know. So yeah.
So obviously you just did my brows today, and I'll come back in
6 to 10 weeks.
6 to 10 weeks.
Yeah,
Okay.
6 to 10 weeks, and as the appointment. Oh, you had asked what's the difference in appointments. So
yes.
So what's different from your first appointment to your touch-up appointment?
Yeah.
So your first appointment is kind of everything I said in the beginning, where we go through the shape and the logistics of really creating the brow for you. Your second appointment is really analyzing how the color faded, how the strokes healed in your skin. So did your skin hold on to that? Did it hold on too much? Did it not hold on enough? How was my depth? That's kind of all the things I assess at the second appointment, and then we can make shape adjustments from there.
Okay,
so
cool.
you want to go a little thicker, longer, heavier, you know.
That's just
all
like
of that
the
could
perfecting
be,
session.
Really, that's exactly what I call it, the perfecting session.
Alright, you guys, so that is basically what happened when I got microbladed. Like I said before, I'm so happy with them already, and I know it's just gonna be even better once they're healed fully, but no issues, no like crazy side effects. They were a little bit red, as you guys probably could see right after, but everything is going as planned so far, and I love them, so I think it's totally worth it. If you want to follow and contact Desiree, I put her information on the screen as well as in the description box, so click her Instagram and you can reach out to her with any other questions that you have. But I will give you a full recap, I guess, when I go back in 6 weeks for my touch-up. So thank you for watching. Thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next video.